Well, it is an honor to have as our guest from Sweden, the co-founder of Cellements, Anders Karlsson. Welcome to our show, Anders.
Thank you very much, Claudia.
I am honored that you were able to make the time. I know you're extremely busy right now, but I'm very excited that you're going to come, you're going to explain to us. Well, you're the co-founder of Cellements. Could you explain to us who is Cellements?
So Cellements is a company working with antibacterial products and other preventive products for giving people the opportunity to get a better health, avoid getting sick, basically.
Okay, and in your hand sanitizers it's called the BioPacket Screen Hand and Spray. One of the ingredients that caught my attention and that I never honestly heard about is a polymer. What's a polymer?
Well, I am not a biochemist, so I am the CEO of the company, and we have a lab. But for me, explaining it in my words would be a structure of molecules.
Okay, and can you can you explain, a little bit more of what the screen and hand spray can do to people? How can it help?
Well, we know that clean hands is the number one thing we need to think about to prevent ourselves from getting sick. 8 out of 10 times when we get sick, it comes from our own hands because we're touching different kind of surfaces, or by culture we're saying hello to people, or we're ordering at McDonald's, or touching the bar in the metro, and then we touch ourselves in the nose, face, and mouth, eyes, and that's how we most of the times get infected by viruses.
Yes, so your hand sanitizer, it says that it's in your website that it's a better option than the hand sanitizers that are out there in the market. Could you elaborate a little bit more about that?
Yeah, sure. So 3 years ago, this Swedish biochemist came to me and was looking for an investor or business partner, and what he presented was alcohol-free hand sanitizer. Only thing I knew except soap and water was alcohol-based ones, and most of the companies were bragging about we got 60% or we got 72 or we got 85. They were only talking about the percentage, and he said, I have 0% alcohol, and that caught my attention. I said, so how can it work then? And I'm interested in questioning things, and he explained in a way that I felt comfortable about. I asked about the studies. I took it to some of my doctors, US and Swedish doctors, and they all came back to me and said, could we be investing together with you in this? We think really this could be a future product for the marketplace, for because alcohol has been synonymous to hand sanitizing for a very long time. But this biochemist, he explained for me several reasons why you should avoid putting alcohol on your hands. It's a very harsh chemical, and the solvent effect of alcohol, which is also that kills the bacteria and viruses, is also dissolving the skin moisture or the skin oil that we have, the first layer of our skin. Maybe not after using it one time or 10 times or 100 times, but over time and frequent use, which is a hand sanitizer, something you need to use daily, it will actually dry out your skin. And a lot of people witness about this, that they feel that they're dried out. And that dry feeling is that they don't have their skin left. And when we take away the skin, which is the number one most important immune system, we easier get infected as well. So his technology is based on this biopolymer. It's a cationic biopolymer, negatively charged, so it attached to surfaces very easy. It contains lactic acid and then also an active ingredient.
Yes, and now the way that I understood is when you apply it in your hands, it and you touch surfaces, you actually disinfect the surfaces. Is that correct?
Well, here's what we know about alcohol. Within 10 to 15 seconds, depending on the percentage of the alcohol, it will evaporate. So the effect after evaporation is zero. This formula is designed to stay active after dried in, does not evaporate, and creates a biofilm for the long term. So anything you touch or use your hands potentially could be cleaned by the formula as well. So we can't promise any kind of time frame because that depends on what you're going to do with your hands. But we can promise that this does not evaporate and it stays active after dried in.
Yes, one thing that I noticed because I've been using it for a while is that my hands are softer. And when I use the traditional hand sanitizers, I will get some blisters on my hands because I have very sensitive skin. So I really like the fact that my hands are feeling softer and softer the more I apply it. So that really caught my attention. I personally have been using it for a little while, and I have not been sick. Everybody around me is sick. So that also caught my attention. I like the fact that I can apply it to money. If I would have applied that on a with a regular hand sanitizer, it probably would have destroyed it on my phone, on the screen. What are other places where you can apply the hand sanitizer?
Well, first of all, obviously the hands, because we're in touch with the world on a daily basis. And like you say, it's important to have a product that's gentle for you but bad for the bacteria. And using this product over and over will moisturize your skin. You will feel that it's something that feels good about it. While alcohol is not has not the same pH level as the skin, this product is pH regulated by lactic acid, which in itself is also antiseptic. And for us, the whole technology, how Philip, the biochemist, has been designing it, is to attack the bacteria and viruses in different angles to not create the MRSA, multi-resistant bacteria. And we know the overuse of antibiotics is another big problem and predicted 2050 to be a bigger problem than even cancer. So we really don't want to be a part of the superbug creating thing. And we've seen also, according to late studies, that alcohol could create resistancy in some bacteria strains. So our product is very advanced in terms of philosophy and technology, but very low amount of active ingredients. So other surfaces you can use it on is, for example, all the touch screens, keyboards, well, anywhere, doorknobs, some surfaces like the touch screens on the phones, Apple and Samsung, they went out lately and said that if you put it on our screen, we do not guarantee the touch functionality anymore, because you will dissolve the glass. So you can just imagine if you dissolve the glass with a chemical substance, what's going to happen with your hands. Now talking about kids that got even a more sensitive skin or people that already have some kind of skin problem, putting alcohol at 60, 70, 80, 85%, that's going to be really bad. And I'm Swedish, so I'm from Sweden. You might know about Absolute Vodka. We're more famous for exporting alcohol than alcohol-free in Sweden, let me tell you that. So
Yeah.
Absolute Vodka, one of the biggest products from Sweden, anyone that tried to drink that one, just like Grey Goose, without blending with something, and you take a sip, your mouth is going to tell you that wasn't too good, right?
Right.
So if you double the percentage of that drink and you put that on your hands, and then you ask your hands what they think about you, they're not going to like you. So that's why we think this is a healthier way, something you can use on different surfaces because it's anti-static. And also some environments, like in prisoners, psychiatric clinics, we sell it to, because if you already are a little bit unstable, you don't want to drink on top of that.
Exactly.
So we see a lot of like preschool places where you should not have alcohol. It's a risk for abuse. So this is a water-based solution.
Excellent. It's amazing that there is something out there, and I know that you have been very very busy. What are some of the places that have placed orders? I heard obviously China and Italy.
Well, we are always talking about prevention because the cost of prevention is so much lower than the cost of disease. And it's very affordable to have clean hands and clean your environment. Of course, now because of the pandemic situation, people think more about hand sanitizing than ever. It's a
Hmm.
panic out there in the world, and we're trying to do our part to stop it. And we think that, like WHO says, clean hands are number one thing to protect yourself. But yes, we're selling millions of these bottles on a daily basis today because of the fact that it works better than alcohol toward viruses. Like norovirus, we have clinical studies against that, while alcohol has a very short contact time because it evaporates. So those more complicated viruses, we have a better chance to defeat. Then also the user-friendly effect. Most people, when they hear the story about alcohol, they say, "Hey, Anders, I want to keep my skin intact. I want to have that immune system. I
Hmm.
still want to kill the bacteria, but I want to have my skin." And the third thing, which people don't really think about now, because now it's more like a panic situation, but that's an environmental part of it. And since our product is 99% water, it's very environmental friendly, and CO2 almost nothing cost for production. While alcohol, distilling alcohol and first growing these weeds or whatever you use to do the alcohol, that's going to be very expensive for the environment. So the production for alcohol really kills the nature too. So we're trying to do our best to be to leave a very small footprint on the planet, but make people stay alive.
Yes, definitely. That was also something that really caught my attention, and I'm, very excited that now our viewers are learning about this different option. Some people sent me some questions and said, if I have cancer, is this a good product for me?
Well, hey, this is nothing that cures anything. This is all about prevention.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, if you are sick or have a lowered immune system, it's even more important for you to stay away from bacteria and viruses. And we recommend our product because you can fit it easy into your pocket. It's easy to spray. We have great effects studied. And in Sweden, we are a big partner of the Heart and Lung Disease Foundation, which we developed their own concept around this. Because if you do operations and your heart or any other kind of that's surgery, that's gonna lower your immune system while you're recovering. So, cancer or not, this is a great thing to protect yourself with.
Now, our children um, are good to use this product. Like you said, in preschools, it's a safe product overall for everyone, correct?
Well, this is a biocidal product registered like it by definition it kills something. So you should always have attention using it, and you should not let probably kids use it without a parent watching over it. But yes, at preschool they put up dispensers. The teachers use those kind of things in Sweden, and what we tell those schools is ethanol should not be put on the hands of kids, especially because of how fragile their skins are, basically.
Definitely. Now, is there anything additional that you would like to share with our audience?
Not really. I mean, if there is any questions, you can get my email address or to the lab if it's technical questions about the products.
And we will
We
put
are.
your information in our Facebook. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Okay. You has is there anything else that you would like to add besides your information?
No, that's enough.
Okay, great.
Just
Well,
put out the information, and I wish you all great health and spray and stay healthy.
definitely. And we thank you so much for taking the time to explain to our viewers about Cellements hand sanitizer technology. And we look forward in spreading health and protection for everyone. Thank you so much again. And we look forward to speaking to you in the future. And if you
Thank you
want
very much, Claudia.
Thank you. And if you want more information, we will share a link for this company in our Facebook page, Abriendo Puertas TV con Claudia Vargas. We thank everyone. And if you have any questions that you would like me to present to Anders, please feel free to inbox me and I'll be more than happy to get them to him. Thanks again.
Gracias. Okay.
Thank you. Bye
Ciao.
bye.